Is Batman in the Batman Arkham games the best Batman that there is? That's a lot of Batman. We're gonna find out today. Is he the best Batman? Let's get right into it. It's gonna be edited gameplay here of Batman Arkham Asylum. I don't know how many videos we'll do, but I'll make this one. We'll see how it goes. I don't know how far it's gonna get. I guess we'll see. Let's get right into it. First look at the Batmobile. We'll see more of that in Arkham Knight. Not a huge fan of the design in the first game here, but we don't really see a lot of it, so it's not a big deal. Arkham Asylum. I think the vibe and the ambience of this game is it beats all the other ones. There we go. The walking section.
Is Commissioner Gordon here?
Yes, sir.
Joker's all locked up here.
Got here just before you did. Shabby, you getting my good side?
It's a great Joker design in this one. Very iconic. And Mark Hamill, he does a great performance.
Look at all this. Sneaking with your bats. Come on,
In the
tell me.
remastered version of Arkham Asylum,
That's Max.
turned to Arkham version. But, you can't even get the other version on modern consoles anymore. I wish they'd do a remaster or a remake of Arkham version. I'm actually quite a fan of that one. A lot of people, it's their least favorite. And honestly, it might still be my least favorite, but I still really like that. I think it has the best boss fights.
What's up, Doc? Pay to drop my pants.
He's so perfect in this game.
He's good. Get the
Just
door
all his
open.
little mannerisms and his laugh is just fantastic. He's really good in Arkham City too. I mean, he's good in all of them. Maybe in Origins not so much, but he's still great in that. Just not quite on the same level.
Got another psycho on the way.
Let's look at Killer Croc. He is absolutely fantastic in this book. He looks perfect. He's scary. It's just fantastic. The section with him later is probably the best section of the game. I mean, just look at him. Look at those teeth.
What's it doing?
The size of him.
I've got your scent, Batman.
His voice is just perfect. He's good in the DLC for Arkham Knight too. If you want to play that, maybe I'll do a video on that eventually.
Won't stop me from killing
Can be
you,
cool.
Batman. I'll rip you
We'll
apart.
see how this one goes.
Joker
Commissioner
invades
Gordon.
City Hall and holds the mayor hostage.
I think he looks a lot better. I like him a lot better in Arkham Knight. I like his design better. But
Yeah, it's been a hell of
I
a
think
night.
he's played by Hank from Breaking Bad. If he's dead, he's really good now.
Hold it there. Sure you. If
He
anyone's
also looks like a lot. He looks a lot younger for some reason in those ones. That one. Looks like Joker's got out here. Been playing in this.
And you sprang it gloriously. Now let's get this party.
And for the first combat section, let's see if I can remember it. Let's see if I can remember. Combat in these games is so good. You gotta find the timing of it. It's like a rhythm game. You've probably heard people say that. It's a lot simpler in this one. We're gonna see if we can what we can make happen. That first section, that was pretty easy. Pretty simple. I mean, it's the first combat section. All the Arkham games, you gotta make it pretty easy. Once you get to Arkham Knight, some of them can be
Try and contact the warden.
a bit difficult. I figured.
I'll be back.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
You get to the combat challenges, and that's where it gets fun, but it gets hard. Arkham Knight's combat is it's perfection. I wish they'd make another one. I don't know where else they'd go with it, but I know there's like a scrapped Damian Wayne game or like a Batman Beyond game, something like that. Either of those I think would be fantastic.
Of course.
Like they put these lines on the ground to kind of tell you where to go. I feel like it's a really good way of blending the environment that kind of direct you instead of like yellow paint everywhere. You know, a lot of people I don't really mind yellow paint. I prefer this stuff. It works so well. Alright, we got Zaz. I really like Zaz in this game. You don't really see him. I just kind of really only where you see him. But I think he's so creepy and his design is great. I wish they'd used him a bit more because I feel like he fits in this game perfectly. We get our first little stealth section here. We're gonna see how it goes. I think it's pretty easy. I think it's like a one-hit kill for him. You know, I do kind of wonder why there's like.
Have another.
I know it's for gameplay, but why is there like 5 gargoyles in one room? It's like it's not a very big room. I don't know what the purpose of this room is, but what is this big electric thing for here? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Don't you usually put gargoyles on the outside? I don't know. Anyways, let's take down Zaz.
Zaz is down, but not for long.
Just like that, it's over. We don't really see that. I think we do see him again, but it's kind of just like the same thing. It's like a one hit. Ooh, you get to see Harley Quinn in her outfit. I'm not actually the biggest fan of this outfit. I like her like classic jester outfit. I think is my personal favorite. But, you know, this one has its good qualities. First great opening. We'll be doing a lot of this. I think it's pretty satisfying in these games. I don't know. I always liked it when I was younger. I remember when I was younger, I used to watch my dad play this game. That's how little I was, and I fell in love with it. And it's an amazing game. I don't even know how many times I've played it throughout the years. But, I mean, it's just, first Riddler trophy. We'll not be collecting all of those in this playthrough. I'm sad to say. But anyways, like I was saying, I mean, it's never really, I've never played it and been like, man, this game just doesn't hold up. I mean, I think it's one of the best superhero games ever made. And I think it's the best superhero series.
Joker talks.
You know, the Spider-Man games, the 3 of those, they're all good, but for me personally, I've always been more of a Batman fan. I don't think they're quite on the same level. But I mean, all that kind of comes down to preference. Like, I'm sure there's plenty of people that prefer the Spider-Man games, and I really enjoy them. I actually just recently finally played Spider-Man 2. I didn't play it when it came out, because like the ending got spoiled for me, and I didn't buy it out of spite. I was really disappointed when it got spoiled. But then I kind of waited long enough that I forgot the ending. And I played it now. I kind of wish I didn't wait to buy it because it was really fantastic. I made me want to replay the first one. You know, that's another thing I could make videos of. I always want to be throwing batarangs at these little jaw things. It's some extra XP. Right, we got our first little mini boss fight here. Our like proto Titan. Fighting quite a few of these guys throughout the game, and I love them. I know a lot of people are not the biggest fan, but I love Bane and I love the Venom. I love these Titans. I loved them when I was younger. I think they're absolutely fantastic. They're pretty simple. Take down. They kind of just throw a battery. I think you can This one you really have to punch. I think this one's actually on a time limit, but I still like punching them. I think this one is actually, I love this design, you know, because it's like a half tiny. It looks like it's like a horror game. It'll just have a heart attack. So pretty easy boss, but I think I still like it. You know, it's simple. It shows you kind of what you're going to be seeing later. I think the design is great. I think the design of pretty much every enemy in this game is fantastic. It's a little fun way to start the game, I think. First upgrade. I just put it into combat. I don't think we'll probably get some health upgrades, but I don't think we need a ton. You know, this one, it's not. Stuff isn't too hard in this one. There's no whole lot of upgrades, anyways. First evidence scanner section. I mean, that's what they call it. I think in Arkham Origins, these sections are probably the best. They kind of got a bit more to them. Kind of simple than the rest of them, in my opinion. But they're still kind of fun. You know, you feel like a detective. You know, and I think that's a big part of Batman that sometimes you left out in media. I like to be included in these games. Or like playing on the pool. You know, making me feel some sort of way. Batman, I'm like pool. Yeah, that's why he's Batman, and I'm here.
The direct approach is suicide. I need to be smart. Find a different way.
First, I guess our second little taste of stealth. I guess Baz was kind of our first, but a full stealth section, which I'm looking forward to. I think the stealth in these games is probably my favorite stealth in any game, honestly. Now, I think a lot of games mess it up. Some people even have problems with the stealth in these ones. They say the AI isn't that good, but I think it's fun. People are too, yeah, I think.
A friendly neighborhood rodent
This guy.
is on his way. You need to set a trap. He must not leave this building.
Taking him down right in front of Joker.
Understand me? Oh,
I love how you see Joker. He's on all the TVs. If you notice, like going to the halls. He's kind of with you throughout the game, even though you don't really see him again until the end. If I remember, you don't really, like you see him at the beginning, you see him at the end, but his presence is felt throughout the entire game. He's talking, he's mocking you, and I think it's just fantastic. I really like that about this game. And here we have our first real stealth section. You know, they're all kind of like this, big open sections. It's pretty basic in an asylum compared to later on. You know, you don't have a lot of the tools you have. A lot simpler, but I think it's still really fun. A little smash on the last guy. I always think the last guy a little louder. It's pretty fun.
Put yourself on this sharply observed portrait.
We got our first interaction with the Riddler here. He's not really, you don't see him in this one at all, which is kind of disappointing. You get a boss fight with him in Arkham Knight, which is sick. But man, is there a lot of trophies in that one. You know, compared to this one, like 204, I think there's, how many is there? I don't remember how many there is in Arkham Knight, but man, is it in there a lot. I did collect them all. I did 100% that one. And plus it is, I think it is worth it because you get the true ending, but I wish you didn't have to collect all the trophies to get that. But other than that, it's pretty fun.
It was a massacre. Bulls came walking in.
Here we get the first view of the Arkham Island. I think it looks fantastic with the moonlighting, the architecture. It just looks great. The music, fantastic. And one thing you'll notice is there's still like guards out here. But later in the game, it's like they're all gone. They're all taken over. They're replaced with like Joker guards and psychos. Really cool. It really makes it feel like Island is like descending. I think it's really fantastic.
There's a supply of
We can get a better look at the Batmobile.
The Batmobile.
You know, like I said, I like the design in Arkham Knight quite a bit better. But I do like how this one's kind of tanky, looking like it's bulky. Like the other one was a little slender for my liking, a little bit bigger. But I still do like I like both of them. They're both. First time using the explosive gel. I always loved how he makes a little bat symbol for it. Completely unnecessary, but just a little detail I love. And right here we can already see, even at the start, the guards are starting to build this. This is where the game conclusion is going to happen, and you're going to kind of see this progress throughout the game. And I just love those details. You know, it really makes this game just one of the greats. The small details like that. Look at that left hook, just a left hook from hell there. Broke that guy's freaking skull into. Here we have probably one of the most iconic stealth sections. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I always see this one, and when I think of it, like Arkham Asylum stealth section, I think of this room. I don't really know why. I know it's one of the challenge maps, but I don't know why this one is not. That is so remembered by me. Maybe it's by other people too. I don't know. Like, let me know if you're seeing this. If you think of this one too. Inverted takedown. One of the most iconic. Probably the most iconic takedown in the games. You just leave them hanging there. If you want, you can cut them down, drop them on their head, probably break their neck. You know, but you can do combat takedowns. You know, as long as
Cash, what happened?
another one of these gas rooms. Let Joker's guys is hanging, we can just take them down. I always loved doing that when I was younger. It's kind of like he falls pretty far there. And I guess that roof kind of breaks his fall, but I don't know if he survived that one. You got Eric Cash here. He's got a missing hand, and I think later in the game they tell you that Killer Croc lost his hand. Like Killer Croc bit it off or something, which is pretty cool. Adds kind of to the world. I like details like that quite a lot. When they give us nice little combat sections, because you don't get long in this one. You know, if you don't get as many guys, it'll last as long. You know, it's one of those games where I kind of wish they did last longer, because there's so much fun, even when you get a box thrown in your face. See if we can take these guys down. Probably a little unnecessary there. A little jump kick for the last guy. It looked pretty cool. This is probably the best of the little sections where you have to save the doctors. You have to the explosive gel on like multiple walls and detonate them all at once, or else they kill her. I really liked this section when I was younger. I thought it was, by today's standards, it's not super super neat, but I don't know, I still like it. I walked in through the window there. That's my mistake.
Someone tell Joker.
That's my bad.
Stop your whining and listen good.
Let's try this again here. Let's not walk in front of the window this time. Yeah, just like that. Blows them both up. I hope they survive that, because I just blew up two guys. Looks like they're fine. They look fine to me. See here, we're getting infected with toxin, fear gas, fear probe. Don't make it too obvious. You don't really know at first. I mean, you know, like he said, then you cut off. But you don't really know what's real and what's not for a little section here. I think Scarecrow in this game and Arkham Knight are just fantastic. He's really great. Sections with him in this, you'll see later, those are really great. The way it kind of plays with your mind at certain sections, especially the one section, it makes you think like the game breaks. That is really great. Yeah, like this section makes you think Jim Gordon's dead. I mean, I couldn't tell when I first played it, you know. I thought he was dead, but I guess he has glowing eyes. That's kind of a dead giveaway, but I don't know. It worked for me when I was younger. Maybe when you guys first played it, couldn't tell either.
Sorry.
Maybe it was just me. Maybe I'm just gullible. Or I still really like it. You see, it messes with the camera angle even. It's like on its slant.
Barbara, are you there?
This section very iconic. You got the 3 body bags, and you got his parents.
Should have stood up to him, son.
The last one, get a little jump scare from Scarecrow. See his fantastic design. Here we have the first Scarecrow section. I don't even know how to describe it. Like we're inside a tornado. Yeah, so these are like, they're kind of almost like stealth bosses, which I think is really cool. You have to avoid his giant gaze. There's like his gaze, you know, once you fail. It's really cool. It's really unique. They don't really do it again. They do it sort of in Arkham Knight. I think there's little. I think there was like extra content, but it was like in the Batmobile. It wasn't the same type of thing. It's still kind of cool they had it, but I kind of wish they did it again. Kind of improved upon it. Like I feel they could have added some more stuff to it. You know, it's still really great though, even just in this game. This first one's pretty simple. We just got to get to the bat signal and shoot it at them. They get a little bit more, a little longer, a little more complicated later on that section. They're pretty good. They're pretty fun sections, so very memorable in the games. But with that section done, I think I'm gonna end off this first video. I don't really know how long it's gonna be. I don't know how much footage I got here, but I hope you enjoyed this. I'm probably gonna do another one of these, at least one more. You know, I'm gonna see how they go. I'm trying to make every video a little bit better. I guess. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.